Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Happy Hour with Anna Morfidis, and today is going to be focused on love because today is February 14th, Valentine's Day, and there is no better love to chase, to perfect, to manifest, to create, to just make the best love yet for you other than self-love. Self-love is the key to everything, it turns out, because the love that you create for yourself, which you have full control of, will be matched by the outside world. As we now know, the world truly indeed is a mirror. And everything that we experience really is a projection of our own state of being, of our own core beliefs, of our own unconscious thoughts that we have about ourselves day in and day out. And because 95% of our system does operate unconsciously, the only way that we can sometimes bring to our awareness, the way that we actually feel about ourselves, what level of love do we have for ourselves? The only way that we can know this is through our experiences with other people. So instead of being upset and feeling sorry for ourselves and settling into any victim mentality role, we go in a position of power because we are the protagonist of our own life. And instead of thinking, why are they treating me this way? We think, okay, why are they treating me like this for me? What am I supposed to be learning? What am I contributing to this experience, and why is this happening for me? So, for example, if you are feeling not fully respected, or you feel judged, or you feel breadcrumbed in love, all these types of things, the power lies within you and not within the outside environment changing to make you feel respected, to make you feel whole and complete. That's just a little glimpse of mirror of a little bit of work that must be done from within us in order for us to feel that first. And then the outer reality will match that who we are from the inside. And I know for me, I didn't understand this. Well, I didn't even know it. And then it took me a minute to understand why the world is a mirror. And it really helped me when I went back to school to acquire my counseling degree, because I understood about core beliefs, and I understood that our nervous system fires signals unconsciously based on ideas and beliefs that it acquired as a child. And I now know in a spiritual way, after I had the opportunity to have a massive spiritual awakening, thanks to the book by Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. Upon reading that book, after I had this amazing experience in my life, it was recommended that I read this book, and it literally opened up my soul. The blinders fell off, and I was like, wow, this is how we're supposed to be living. Everything that I'm experiencing, I'm creating for myself. I don't have much self-love for myself, and I kept seeking it from other people, from money, jobs, male companionship, clothes, maybe even, how many times I went out with my friends. Like, I would just externalize what I was yearning to feel from within myself. So once I understood that, I went to work and I gave myself and I cultivated a really strong sense of self-love. So what really is self-love? Self-love is saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes. Self-love is if you have a choice to disappoint others or disappoint yourself, you choose to disappoint others, because the others are going to be okay. And it's temporary, even that label that we are disappointing others, because at the end of the day, we are the most precious thing that we have for ourselves is ourself. So choose you each and every single time. And then watch and see that when you choose you, the other person, even though quote unquote it feels like we're disappointing them, they're going to rise to also meet us in that same feeling of respect. So they're not going to actually feel disappointed. They're going to actually have respect for us. And who knows, maybe we're even going to be a catalyst for them to do the same. Instead of feeling guilt and shame and saying yes when they want to say no, maybe that will give them the ammunition and the green light to do the same for themselves next time. Okay, what else is self-love? Self-love is every time you catch yourself having a negative thought, transmuting it, reframing it into a positive thought. So if you are looking at yourself in the mirror and you're beating yourself up, change what you're saying. If you're thinking about yourself in a negative way, catch yourself immediately, reframe it in a positive, affirmative way. You look beautiful today. Your skin is glowing. I love you so much. You're so smart. You're so competent. You've got this. Next time will be different. Next time will be a different experience for you, not better. And that's another part, a big part of like cultivating self-love, knowing that you're always good enough and there's no such thing as mistakes. Self-love is not looking at your challenges as mistakes, but rather opportunities for growth. So self-love is reframing your mistakes to opportunities of growth and development, because we try something out as human beings, and then after that, we know by the way that we feel, we want to continue trying this, or this is not in alignment with who I am, and I want to do something else. And that's okay too. That's self-love. And also self-love is giving that to other people as well. Self-love is not judging ourselves, because it turns out that judgments do come from our triggers. So if triggers in our wounds, that's what a judgment is. It's a projection of something that is alive from within you. So that's why it doesn't serve any purpose to judge ourselves or to judge others. But you watch and see, by the less you judge yourself, automatically the less need you're going to have, to judge others. That's just how it goes hand in hand. So self-love is not judging yourself, but rather looking at those situations as an opportunity of growth and really trying to understand, why are you projecting, or like why that judgment is needed to be projected. Because I feel, simple example, I used to judge people based on what they were to our church, because I'm Greek Orthodox and we go to church. Girls are supposed to dress in skirts, well, back then at least anyways, and it had to be a specific length. And I remember seeing these girls in mini skirts, and they're wearing boots, and they looked really cute. I would probably wear that outfit clubbing on a Saturday night, but seeing them at church, I was judging them. And then once I learned what judgment truly is, I realized what I was actually doing is I was afraid to be them. They didn't care what people thought of them. They didn't abide by this law that like they have to wear a specific type of length of skirt in order to be seen by God, loved by God, accepted by God, pray to God. So I was judging them because I was afraid to be that, because of what people would say about me. So it always comes back to us. And I've realized that every time I want to judge someone, there is a part of my own fear that lives in that judgment that is projected. So self-love is not judging yourself, and self-love is also understanding your triggers and not projecting them onto others, because everyone is different and we all have different core beliefs that we need to untwist. We all have wounds from our childhood that would be serving us best to deal with. We all have different life paths and or opportunities for growth, because the human experience indeed is a class. It's a master class, it turns out, of becoming whole and complete and coming home to yourself by healing all of the acquired attachment styles, negative core beliefs. What else is there? your attachment style, your core beliefs, your sense of self, your wounds, childhood traumas. This is the point of our life experience, that everyone has acquired a different path. Therefore, not one two humans are alike. We're like snowflakes, right? Not two snowflakes are alike, but together we make beautiful snow. So together we make beautiful humanity. And who are we to judge other people in the first place, or to project our wounds onto other people? That doesn't serve anything. It just keeps us stuck in this cycle of hurting each other. But again, if someone doesn't have the awareness and or capability to know that for themselves, and they're stuck in that cycle, that's okay too. We give that unconditional love. Everyone has a different level of awareness, and everyone is at a different place in their life. So basically, that's what Buddha meant about having no attachment to anything, living with no expectations, and just being at peace with everything as is, and not giving anything meaning, because the meaning that we give to things, our world around us, is through our lenses of perception of our core beliefs and what we learned about the world already. So imagine if we lived in a world where we were taught from the get-go that we love everyone, we accept everyone, everyone is equal, everyone is the same. We would experience everything completely different. So self-love is healing yourself and not projecting it onto others. And healing yourself is the best thing that you can do to you, because the more you heal, the more you're going to bring people into your life that are healed. And people that are not in alignment with you anymore in your vibrational level of healing yourself will just kind of naturally fall off. So don't be afraid if people leave your life. Just know that Creator makes no mistake, and it makes room for other experiences. It's the same for goes for a job. Like if you're finding yourself being let go or pushed out of an experience, a situation, a relationship, don't worry about it in a way that what's wrong with me. Just know that this is orchestrated by a higher power that is way outside of our perception and understanding sometimes, but we are kind of in full control of it, because depending on what energetic state we are in that moment when that room is created is what is going to match us, right? So if I'm let go of a job, or somebody breaks up with me, and I dig deep into self-love and I watch myself talk, so I'm always talking positive to myself, I do my positive affirmations, I write 10 things that I'm grateful for myself every day, and the reason why, so I can really anchor it in. I say thank you, thank you, thank you to myself all the time. I show myself self-love with all the things that we just talked about before, and I nourish my body. If I want to sleep in, I let myself sleep in without guilt. If I want to have that bag of chips, I have that bag of chips without guilting myself. I just allow myself to be without judging it. So if I'm doing this work, guess what's going to happen? You're going to raise your vibrational frequency, and you're going to be at an energetic level of attracting something similar. So it's going to be a similar experience where it allows you to continue to feel at peace and acceptance and unconditional love, like in your work and your relationships. That's how it works. It's Newton's simple laws of energies, quantum physics, like attracts like. We attract, we bring things in. We are an energetic force field, and we have so much control over it. And when we think that we don't, because we don't really know this yet, all we have to do is just take a look around and see what's going on in our life, and we can just elevate everything. We can change everything. And self-love is the best way to do that. So today, on Valentine's Day, I hope that you continue to give yourself love in the way that we just discussed, and know that what is meant to be yours will come and find you. And when it comes to find you, the focal point of that attraction point will be your self-love, your self-concept, your self-confidence. And that's why self-love is the best love that you can chase, perfect, acquire. Like, it's not the guy, it's not the girl, or whatever it is that type, like whatever you are attracted to when it comes to sex. It's not that. It's self-love. And watch your whole world change magically around you, transform as you transform your inner state of being. And I think I've covered everything about self-love, positive affirmations, gratitude, allowing yourself to eat well, but then also allowing yourself to eat, the stuff that is considered to be not so good or healthy for us. Just allow yourself to be at all times, let go of judgments, understand your projections, do your work, and I promise it's going to bring you to a different experience. Because when I think about where I was last Valentine's Day, I can't believe how much has happened within this last year and where I am today, and how much of the work that I did within myself has manifested or solidified in my 3D reality. It is amazing. Even though I wanted to give up so many times, and I feel last February 13th in particular, I feel like I had one of my biggest lessons in my rejection / abandonment wound. And I remember, like, the next day, Valentine's Day, I was like, nope, I'm going to continue to give myself self-love, and I'm not going to make that experience I had the day before mean anything about me other than I have not been able to heal my abandonment / rejection wound yet, but damn it, I will get there. So will you. With all my love and all my gratitude, I wish you the best, the loveliest Valentine's Day 2025, February 14th. Make this your best year yet. And yeah, I will see you next time.